Do you realize if you took my salary, it would take 90 years. If you quit paying me for the next 90 years, you can pay for this building. We're talking about a big sum of money here. But I forget that I worship a big God. I forget that. And I forget that our big God knows that He wants us to do things that are impossible. Things that we can't do, so we can't take the credit for it. Well, I can assure you, we will not be able to take the credit for this. And it will take every gift. And that brings us to that yellow card that you were given as you came in tonight. That brings us to this. Because here's what this is. And let me explain a pledge card to you. This is not a contract. You're not signing away your house. You're not signing away and committing yourself for the next 5 years that you've got to give this. And if you're not able to give that, we're not going to come hunt you down and take your assets away from you. That's not what this is. We've had different questions asked since we began talking about this. This is, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to contribute over the next 5 years in order for us to build the facilities that we believe God wants us to build. And I want you to think sacrificially, but I also want you to be smart. You can't give it if you don't have it. And we're going to ask you over the next 5 weeks to be praying about what God wants you to give. On the back of your Build to Reach flyer brochure that we sent out and that people have gotten, it talks about 5 weeks of prayer. So between now and January the 23rd, I want you to pray. And each week it gives you something to pray for. And that first week, which begins tonight, is pray for God to move me to give sacrificially. What are you willing to give up? And I hope on January the 23rd that we will have some testimonies of people who have said, here's what our family is giving up in order to contribute to this. I don't want dollar amounts. I don't want you to tell me, but what are you going to give up? It can be anything, so I'm not even going to put ideas in your head. But every gift matters. And so on that pledge card, you'll see up here, we want you to fill out the top portion and put it in an envelope and seal it. And you can bring it back that Sunday, January the 23rd, if you want to. You can mail it in if you want to. On that Sunday, January the 23rd, we're going to have an opportunity for everybody to bring their envelopes forward. And even if you can't give it all, please fill this out and write down at the bottom, I can't give it this time. Please do that, because we want to know that you're interested and you're going to be praying for the building at least. And the only person that will see these is our financial secretary, Marty Bingham, who sees all of our financial stuff. She's the only person that will know this. Seal it in an envelope, turn it in. I will not know, the building committee will not know, and the only reason Marty will know is because she's the one that will be inputting the money as it comes in and keeping the records for it. So that's the only reason that somebody has to know, and she's the one. So she's the only one that will see it. So write down on one of these lines, not all of them, just pick one. You may say, I can give each week.